Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now will provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
Yeah, this is huge. Liara is going to utterly lose her mind. Okay, let's assess the situation. Whoa. We are looking pretty good, actually. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as to say we're prepared for a Reaper invasion, because I'm not 100% sure that's even possible, but we're a lot less unprepared than we once were. We've got a lot of new assets. Alien. Leviathan Enthrallment Team. That's a worrying title. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of the Leviathans. Right, okay, so we're taking the spheres behind Reaper lines and converting them to our side? Yeah, I mean, I get it, this is a great tactic, but these Reaper creatures, well, they're slaves of the Reapers that were harvested from our people. And we're going to take those slaves and use them ourselves. I mean, it makes sense. But there's definitely this feeling of getting in bed with the devil, isn't there? On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small numbers of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. I mean, we're in whole new territory here, aren't we? I'm not saying we're heading down the same path as the elusive man, but we're definitely glancing in that direction and saying, ooh, could be useful. Right, okay, well, you know, we'll worry about that after the war, he says, worrying that that's the wrong way to look at it. Alliance, what have we got here? We've got communication arrays. And we had some updates for the fleets. Alright. Dr. Anne Bryson has survived her ordeal with Leviathan's artifact and retains most of her mental faculties. Her research into paleontology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore. Okay. And we've got some new Asari assets. Husk neural map. The biologists on Chalkos have made a quick study of the brain structure of husks and other Reaper creatures, isolating the parts of the brain responsible for interpreting sensory data. Their conclusions contrast the various strengths and weaknesses of Reaper ground forces when it comes to sight, smell, hearing, and so forth. This data could be extremely useful for soldiers or citizens trying to escape and evade Reapers on occupied planets. Miranda Lawson is an ex-Cerberus operative. At Cerberus, her intelligence, dedication, and leadership impressed the elusive man, who assigned her to head the Lazarus Call team that brought Commander Shepard back to life. Lawson brings extensive knowledge of the elusive man's dealings to the Alliance, directing them towards several clandestine Cerberus operations. A skilled shot and a gifted biotic, Lawson is as comfortable in a pitched battle as she is in a boardroom. So we did end up recruiting her. Good on you, Alliance. About bloody time. Krogan clans. We've got an updated... Yeah, fierce toxin immune creatures known as Cacliosaurs, once used as battle mounts by Krogan, have been cloned from the fossilized Cacliosaur skull discovered by Commander Shepard. Yeah. Toxin-immune cacliosaurs. That's what the Krogan are riding into battle. That has got to be a sight to behold.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem.
I don't mind you being a little bit worried about me. Because honestly, I wasn't overjoyed to be going down there alone.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel awkward being the only Turian on the ship?
I don't know. Should I?
I just mean not having anyone else like you around.
Doesn't seem to bother Liara.
But she can eat their food.
Yeah, that was an odd conversation.
Shepard.
That's a new one for me. I've walked in here and the odd conversation was not initiated by Kenneth.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Okay, that's good news, I guess.
So we have Leviathan. I hope it stays on our side.
Yeah. Must admit, I'm a little concerned about that too. It definitely gave off... Well, I suppose it shouldn't be too big of a surprise that it gives off a Reaper vibe, all things considered, but you know what I mean. Javik.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from.
Yeah, find myself oddly agreeing with you a little bit. I mean, you could say they made a mistake. Give them a second chance. Albeit that mistake has caused countless cycles of horror and violence, but you know, give them a chance. But there's something about them still...
Breaking now, the Exodus cluster under heavy attack. Eden Prime and Terra Nova about to fall. Do we fight for them, or join the Solarians at the Horsehead Nebula? How many worlds can we afford to lose? The full analysis tonight in the battle space.
Yeah, and then I hear that and think, yeah, we're gonna take all the allies we can take.
Commander.
Right, yeah, okay. I think what's bothering me is the idea that once this is all over, once the Reapers are no longer a threat, will Leviathan and its kind once more emerge and try to, well, basically play God with the galaxy once again?
Nice to have everyone back on dry land, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, whenever we discover something amazing like that, I wonder what else might be out there. Or even right under our noses.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that at the moment. I've got enough to worry about. I mean, Leviathan and the rest of its kind, they are the originators of indoctrination.
Please, enjoy your day.
That is not going to happen.
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps against the Reapers.
Yeah, me too. And then I hope we can deal with them after the Reapers. Yeah. We don't have any upgrades, do we? Nope. No new upgrades. Alright. Let's go speak to Garrus, I'd say, to try and cheer me up. But Garrus has a way of making me even more... Actually, Garrus always makes me worried about us. Now I'm worried about one of our allies.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger.
Yeah. It does, but not for great reasons. I'm beginning to worry about... I mean, I suppose it's a good sign that I'm worried about what comes after this. I'm beginning to have hope that we may need to deal with problems further down the line. I suppose that's a positive way to look at it. Hi, Doc.
Just reviewing some charts.
Yeah, I'm reviewing my own internal charts, and they're, mixed. Lows and highs.
If we don't finish that crucible soon, there won't be a galaxy left to save.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're working on it 24/7, so to speak. But they need some data, and we're going to have to acquire that by starting a war.
Commander?
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales.
I like your thinking. They make mistakes, and we're going to capitalize on those. However, before we start this war, this ship needs some repairs, and let's face it, the crew could probably do with a little R&R. They definitely deserve it. There it is. Citadel shore leave from Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, I'm ordering the Normandy into dry dock on the Citadel for much needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately, this is true, and needs a little tender love and care. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave, that's an order, we need everybody at their best. One more thing. Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place. Okay then. Right. Okay, we're heading to the Citadel. Personal apartment.
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC.
Okay.
Patching him through to you now.
That's a big place.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
What?
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave.
It's massive.
And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
I'd be doing you a favor. You said Kaylee wanted to settle down. Look, seriously, I realize you're on Earth. Maybe you're just thinking... I mean, it's nice, but... You probably should run this by her. Honestly, you're gonna regret this. I mean, I'd love to. I really would love to, but this is too much. It's way too much, isn't it? No.
It's too generous. Besides, you'll be back here once the war's over.
I doubt it. Even assuming we survive this, it'll take years to rebuild things here. Please, Commander. Don't make me beg.
All right.
Oh, okay then.
Consider it done.
If you insist.
I appreciate it.
Twisted my
Now
arm.
make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
It's as big as the ship. Take care. Is that it? Just thank you very much.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Whoa. Oh. I've got a piano. Notes for Anderson biography, relationships. Okay, he gave me his apartment. He did not give me a license to snoop through his...
I've received a new message.
The house talks to me. Okay, I shouldn't be too surprised. My ship talks to me, but that... Okay, what? Notes for Anderson, biography, Normandy. We got here? Stereo. Music. Okay, we've got a kitchen. Notes for Anderson, Shepherd. Yeah. Okay. Not liking the music. I tell you what, I'm going to check my messages because it's going to annoy me silly. Thank you. It's going to annoy me silly. At least my messages... Whoa. Okay, now I'm coming to read my messages. It decides... Whoa, okay. Armor locker. Weapon bench. Oh, you are kidding me! You are actually kidding me! I've got a hot tub! I've got a hot tub! And 2 sinks! 1 for each hand. Notes for Anderson biography, childhood. Thing is, if this is his biography, is he thinking of publishing it? Is it an autobiography, or is he getting someone else to write it for him? And does this mean he's left it lying around the apartment because he doesn't mind if people check through it? I mean, I don't know. Still, if someone was writing a book, you'd ask their permission before you started reading it, wouldn't you? Is that where my messages are? No! Normandy SR1, I so want to know what he wrote about that. Where are the messages? I've got another bathroom. I've got another bathroom. This one only has 1 sink, though. Where are the messages? Was it downstairs? Was it... What on earth is that? Okay, is that art? Or do I climb into it? Or is it both? Alright. Maybe the messages were down... It's beeping again. It's... Ah! Is this my office? This is... Wow! What have we got here? Catalogue! Whoa! Bathroom. But... I can customize it! I can customize it! I can actually customize it. Standard ancient wall versus shelving. I quite like shelving. Shelving is nice. Who doesn't like shelving? Tables. We've got standard coffee table. Do I not have that? Bedding. What other options do... You know what? I'll check that out later because right now, I feel like... Still kicking. Dinner at sushi place on me. Still kicking. From Grace Sato. Commander Shepard, just want to say how indebted I am to you, not just for saving my life, but for giving me a greater sense of purpose. After our ordeal securing the array base on Unterom, I now know I have something more than my technical expertise to offer. Grace Sato, Systems Technician, 3rd grade. Excellent. Dinner at sushi place on me. Hey, Shepard, I've got a few things I want to go over with you. With the Normandy and Dry Dock, I figured we could meet up at the Ryusei sushi place down in the wards. I hear it's the best. Yeah, sure, we can get sushi. We can get sushi. Anderson ANN interview.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
Wow.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose.
She sounds like she's hitting on him.
Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader, then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Khaleesa Al-Jilani. Thank you for watching.
You know what? I'll apologize to him once this is all over, but I'm going to read the notes about his biography. I want to know more about him. Relationship. This is the... Yeah, bit personal.
You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's spaceflight. Spaceflight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality, and it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
Yeah. The Normandy.
The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said. Let's see what we can find.
Kinda miss those days. Yeah. So these notes were basically notes that he was preparing for this documentary. So you know what? I'm pretty damn sure he doesn't mind. N7.
Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself. King of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. And he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
Find myself wondering who that Spectre was. Okay. What do we have here? Shepard!
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't true. People are quick to judge. They don't know the whole story. I don't even know the whole story. But I know the man. Worked with him. Fought with him. Trust him with my life. Shepard's had some rough patches. Who of us hasn't? He's been forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how he got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is,
had a lot of good people with me.
never heard a complaint. Never once got, no sir, I can't do that. He never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes he forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over him getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the Commander are rare. Men like Shepard, even more rare.
Yeah. I've got a gym. I have a No, no, I have a bedroom. Spare bedroom with a gym in it. And... okay, a weird closet thing? Okay, I don't even know what half these rooms are for. This place is enormous. New questions.
Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the end justifies the means?
Huh.
Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard. before the Battle of the Citadel.
Oh.
I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the
Okay.
military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions.
Yeah.
The real trick is never being wrong. If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know.
No, you know what? I don't know what they're looking for, but that's exactly what I need. I miss that man. Miss having him around. This is wisdom. Contact.
No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First contact war? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was there. My first real combat. First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war, strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, "Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless." Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Definitely need to keep that in mind. I hope the others are enjoying some time off. It definitely isn't just the ship that needed tender loving care. Right, so this is another bedroom. This is the one with my... This is what I'm going to think of as my bedroom, because A, it's got a hot tub, 2 sinks for reasons I have yet to figure out. I suppose there could be 2 people here wanting to clean their teeth at the same time, and both like to clean their teeth with a lot of elbow wiggling, I guess. And it's got a lot of spare pillows. I'm noticing spare pillows. All right.
Okay. So, tombstone data. Admiral David Edward Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in
Tombstone data.
June 8th,
Good.
2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. Someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight. Anyway, where was I? It was a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time.
Okay. Turian experience.
The Turians? Well, I might not always see eye to eye with the politics of the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any alliance lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Taurians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Palaven. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Taurian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbly. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe him money.
Yeah. I agree. We got a lot to learn from each other. Okay, I think this is the last one. Normandy SR-1.
You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Taurians.
Yeah.
Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Taurian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the drive core, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Taurian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Taurian scientist in shackles and a human-Taurian fistfight at Korra's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
Yeah. Right. Long career. Well, let's hope you get to enjoy some retirement. I just want to quickly check out the options I've got for this place. And I've got to try and remember where it is. I've got so many bars and kitchens and... What on earth does anyone need all these rooms for? I mean, this room I can see. Have we... Oh.
What was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
I'm gonna remember that. Yes, I am. It is quite soothing. I'll admit that. I'm just somewhat worried that I'm going to be constantly waking up in the middle of the night needing to pee. Fire. A lot of water and fire and plants. Earth, water, fire. We need air. Can we open the windows? I've not seen any controls. probably not a good idea. Lot of traffic out there. Right. Joker wants to meet for sushi. One hell of a view, sort of. It's very busy. Alright. Yeah, he wants to have a chat over food. Silver Sun Strip. I hope there's not a dress code. Okay, I'm skipping the queue. Ooh, and I'm getting the side eye. Oh, lots of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ah, Commander Shepard, your table is ready.
Dad. Okay, you're not going to show me to my table. All right. I saw Joker waving. What am I stuck on? Where is he? He's at the back. I see him. I see him. He's at the back. What does it say up there? Oh God, I keep getting stuck on the furniture.
Hey, Shepard, not bad, huh? The sushi place is serious. Like, French guy at the door serious. Only had to save the galaxy twice to get a table here. You seen the line outside?
Yes, and okay.
But here I am, drink in
someone
hand.
trying to get our attention.
Best pilot in the universe and a rock star.
Any news from the Normandy?
You know, maintenance stuff. It's hard knowing a bunch of strangers or poking around in my ship. I mean, your ship.
Yeah, you're the pilot, I get it. You're also kind of dating the ship. You know, let's just... We'll end that conversation with...
The best thing we can do right now is Parker and let the techs do their work.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe an oil change, space tire rotation.
Right. Trust me, it'll do her some good.
Oh, I trust you. Not sure about those shifty aerospace engineers. Always stealing the silverware.
I don't like either. No, look. We're having a little break before, well, it all goes pear-shaped, which it's going to.
Let someone else do the work for once. Hackett's orders. You're on shore leave.
Yeah, whether we like it or not.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I may need a drink that comes with an umbrella.
I'm the first human Spectre. I'll get you 2 umbrellas.
Awesome use of power, boss. So, your email said it was important?
My email?
I was going to
say. Because I got a message from you.
Yeah.
The hell? I didn't send anything.
Commander! Excuse me. Sorry. Alliance business. Commander, this is urgent!
Yeah.
I don't think that's the umbrella lady.
Commander Shepard, I'm Staff Analyst Maya Brooks. Alliance Intelligence. There are people trying to kill you.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, I think he's aware of that.
No, I don't mean Cerberus and the Reapers. I mean other people. New people. Someone is hacking your account. Comm channels, personal records. They're targeting you specifically.
Okay, no. Confusion. Why?
Targeting me? What do they want?
The intel isn't definitive yet. Last time, I guess without definitive intel, we almost landed troops on a gas giant, which is bad.
Hang on, Brooks.
Yeah.
Take a breath. From the top, what do you know?
Excuse me, you don't have a reservation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is brought to you by random acts of violence.
I don't have any weapons.
Man, I love show business. Spread out, boys. Find me Shepard.
Okay, you know what I do have? I have my elbow.
Stay there. I'm coming. Joker? Ow, my pancreas.
Hey!
Damn it.
Got one, sir.
Okay.
Find the crew. I'm going after her. Find the crew. Got it.
Charge, elbow to face, knee to what remains of face.
Hey!
Yes!
You used me as bait?
Go.
You used me as bait?
Let's talk about it later, shall we? Okay, what the hell?
See that? Savior of the Citadel uses Brittle Bones guy as bait.
And
Brooks.
whoa. Okay.
Stay down. Hang on.
Oh, I'm supposed to be. Okay. I'm supposed to be avoiding detection. Not my forte, I'm afraid. This, on the other hand, definitely my forte. You gonna stick your head up? What the?
Commander!
I know! I see them! Yes! You know what? I'm coming! Okay. Whoa, whoa! I don't have any med gel! I don't have med. I'm coming! Is that them all? I don't have any med gel. How you doing? Okay, we got more of them. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you get yourself shot.
Brooks.
Uh-oh. Not good. Very not good. Get worse. I'm gonna go with ow. Right. Way to go on avoiding detection. Yes.
Commander, I found a secure terminal.
She's
Are
alive.
you okay down there?
Yep. Feeling good.
Oh yeah.
Brooks.
Tickety-boo.
You got hit.
I know! We used Medigel. A lot of it. All of it, actually. And now everything is a little bit bouncy.
Oh god.
I think you used too much.
She's high.
So, can I help with anything?
Alert C-Sec. I'll look for a way out.